Is it possible to feel like a powerful, infinite creator all the time? Stay tuned and find out. Hey, my happy, shiny puppies in training. This is Melody Fletcher, author of Deliberate Receiving. Finally, the universe makes some freaking sense. And today, I've got a question from Awesome Dudette, who wants to know. I would love to know how I can live every day with the LOA. I'm so much happier than I was 5 years ago, and my life is good. But some periods, I just seem to forget a lot of what I've learned. I'd love some small tips to keep the I am powerful and a wonderful creator and look at my amazing life vibe going. Well, Awesome Dudette, here's the thing. First of all, you can't not live with the LOA. It's like saying, I would like some tips on how to live with gravity. It's a law, and so it's always working for you. It is always working to attract the things to you that you are a match to. So your reality is always mirroring your vibration. It never, ever stops. So what you really want to know is, how do I get into that state where I deliberately am attracting things into my reality and attracting the things that I actually want to into my reality? And how do I stay in that state of actually knowing that I'm a powerful creator? And there I can give you some tips. So the first thing that you got to do is you have to accept that you're not going to feel like 100% happy, shiny puppy all the time. Why not? Because you have a vibrational range. And today's most awesome thought that you have access to, most awesome perspective that you have access to, today's best feeling that you have access to, becomes tomorrow's bottom of that range. You see, so there's always going to be something at the bottom of that range as you continue to move up the vibrational ladder that you want to get rid of. There's always going to be some sandbags on your hot air balloon that you want to cut loose and drop. Now, that doesn't have to be a difficult or traumatic process. Just accept the fact that there are always going to be things that you want to get rid of. So things that are not currently limiting you, beliefs that are right now serving you, can become limiting beliefs tomorrow. Because if you think about it this way, if your current belief system is like right here, and you're operating here, this is where your energy is at, you have no problem. There's no pressure. But if you start to do this, you start to expand, you start to evolve, then there comes the point at which you're going to break out of that belief system, at which that belief system is going to become limiting to you. Yeah? And that's what happens when you start discovering beliefs that weren't a problem before that have now become a problem. Now, that is not the same as this cleanup period that we go through when we get rid of unworthiness and we get rid of all our childhood trauma. This is when we're starting to take it further. Things that were not a problem before start to become a problem, although it's not really a problem. It's just, it becomes sort of limiting. It's like, when you were 5 years old, you wore a certain size jeans, and now that you're an adult, you can't get into those jeans anymore. That's not a problem. Just get bigger jeans, yeah? And so accept the fact that you're going to have some negative emotion, that you're going to sort of dip from time to time. You're going to become aware of things. Your energy is going to dip from time to time, or seemingly dip. That's part of your evolution. And that's not just something that you should accept. It's something that you should accept as part of an awesome process that is working for you. Yeah, so nothing has gone wrong when your energy dips. What's happening is that it's part of you stepping up, part of you leveling up and becoming aware. Sort of, it's you doing this and then busting out of those limitations. And that happens over and over and over again, because where you are now isn't a problem until it is. And then you bust out of that. And then that's not a problem until it is. And then you bust out of that, etc. So also understand that when you are in the moment of resistance, when something is resisting, when you have that negative emotion going on, it's like you've gone into the valley. So you're not on the mountaintop anymore. On the mountaintop, you have clarity. You have a view. Yeah? In the valley, you don't. You can't really see very far, which means that you seemingly forget what you know. You seemingly forget the beliefs that you have come to understand suddenly sort of become gray and hazy and fuzzy. Yeah, and all that means that there's something inside of you that isn't yet up to speed, and you're in the process of bringing it up to speed. So by understanding this stuff intellectually, you can understand that you can actually keep yourself in a state of sort of a little bit detachment, where you see what's happening, you see that you have some negative emotion going on, but you also understand that, oh, nothing's gone wrong, I don't have to freak out about it. This is part of the process of letting something, integrating a part of myself that isn't yet quite up to speed, that doesn't yet have that clarity, and bringing it into the fold where it will also have that clarity. So it's kind of a self-healing going on. And I know that I'm mixing a lot of metaphors here, but I'm trying to make this clear for you, that you understand that nothing has gone wrong. And if you get into this space of nothing going wrong and everything actually going right, you can actually celebrate these moments of dipping. And not only will that make the whole dipping experience much, 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 much easier, and you will surpass suffering. You can have some discomfort, but you'll surpass suffering. You won't have any suffering anymore, but you'll also come out of it much, much faster. Another piece of advice I want to give you is, you said in your question, you want to be in a look at my amazing life kind of state. And what I'm feeling there is just a little bit, and I'm really nitpicking here, yeah, but just a teensy little bit of focus on other people, on proving this to other people, or getting validation from other people, and justification going on. And you don't need to do that. Yeah, so become aware of that. When that is happening, it's not going to be happening all the time for you. Yeah, you're in a really good state a lot of the time. I can feel that. But every once in a while, you're going into let other people see, what a great life I have. And in those moments, you're actually in a little bit of self-doubt. That's what's going on there, is you're wanting the validation from outside yourself. And when you do that, that's actually a little bit of a dip. That's showing you, hey, I still have the tendency to look for validation outside myself. I'm not yet stepping into my power. So what this really comes down to is the empowerment that we talk about is you recognizing that you have the ability, and this is your power, yeah? You have the ability to focus unconditionally, to focus on that which is not even yet in your physical reality, to achieve a feeling of your choice. It is your choice. So you can choose to focus in a way that allows you to feel the way that you want to feel unconditionally, meaning not tied to outside conditions, not tied to anything that must happen so that you can feel this way. You can generate the feeling within yourself anytime. And that sounds like, can I feel good all the time, all the time, all the time? Well, on some level you can. You can actually feel good about not feeling good. So the answer is yes and no. Sometimes you're going to dip as you bust out of that next level of limitation, and there's going to be some discomfort in doing that, but you can actually feel good about that because you understand what's going on, and then you can still feel good. And that means that you won't have any suffering, and you won't be sitting there wondering, why am I not feeling good? Yeah, you can know generally what's going on, and then you can move through it and out of it much, much faster. So it's essentially, I've taken, 5 or 10 minutes, however long this video is, to explain to you that if you take the judgment out of it, then you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to be in a much more empowered space. Ta-da! So hopefully all of that made sense. Yeah? If you are watching this anywhere except for on my blog, then please come and join us at deliberatereceiving.com, where all of the amazing stuff is. And I got lots of great freebies for you, and over 500 blog posts and videos, and so much information. Plus my happy, shiny puppy army, my tribe of super powerful, awesome creators who cannot wait to meet you. So join us there if you can. This was this week's Q&A, and I will see you next week. Bye!